This is a story from 200 years ago. In a bustling city lived a girl of breathtaking beauty named Nishi. Her allure was so powerful that one day, the king himself laid eyes on her and was instantly captivated. He summoned her to his palace, into his private chambers. But that very night, the king then whispers turned to accusations. The city buzzed with the rumor that Nishiganda had killed their ruler. Some claimed she was a witch, masquerading as a human, a siren who had stolen their king's life. In their rage and fear, the townspeople dragged Nishiganda out and burned her alive. But her story didn't end in the flames. A tantric practitioner, a master of dark arts, found her charred remains. Using forbidden black magic, he brought Nishiganda back to life. But she was no longer the girl she once was. The fire and magic had twisted her, transforming her into what the people had falsely accused her of being. A real witch, a witch who now craved beauty, power, and immortality above all else. The tantric revealed the price of her new existence. To become truly immortal, she needed the power of 16 sacred bridal adornments, the Sola Shringar, the very symbols of a married woman's strength. Each adornment held a unique power, and to claim it, she had to marry and sacrifice a man born under a specific celestial star, all on the night of a red moon. With every sacrifice, the power of one adornment would become hers. And so, the legend of Suhagan the witch began. For centuries, she hunted, her tale a dark whisper, a myth, until a man named Arjun crossed her path, and the myth became a terrifying reality. Our story now jumps to the present day, to Arjun and his new wife, Rani. They were newlyweds, building a life together in the vibrant city of Jaipur. One evening, returning from a weekend road trip, they stopped at a roadside restaurant for tea. As they sat chatting, a stunningly beautiful woman walked in. Arjun was completely mesmerized, his gaze fixed on her. Rani playfully tapped his head, snapping him out of his trance. A few moments later, the woman walked past their table. A captivating fragrance wafted from her, an intoxicating scent that seemed to pull at Arjun's very soul. He felt an irresistible urge, as if his body was no longer his own. He stood up and followed her. Arjun approached the mysterious woman and invited her to join them for tea. She had large, ornate earrings, and a beautiful mongtika on her forehead. Just as Rani was about to say something, the woman casually touched her mongtika. Suddenly, a heavy downpour began outside. It was bizarre. Just moments before, the sky was clear and the air was hot. There had been no sign of rain. Arjun, completely enchanted, insisted the woman come home with them to wait out the storm. Rani was uncomfortable with the idea, but didn't want to seem rude, so she reluctantly agreed. Arjun didn't hesitate for a second. Back at their house, Rami went to the kitchen to prepare some food. Arjun and the woman sat talking in the drawing room. But when Rani returned, they were gone. A strange noise drew her to their bedroom. She opened the door and her heart stopped. The ground seemed to vanish from beneath her feet. In the reflection of the bedroom mirror, she saw the woman's true face, her skin burning and scarred. The horrific sight made Rani's head spin. Before she could scream, the witch's eyes met hers. The world went dark as Rani fainted. When she woke up, the house was silent. She was all alone. Arjun and the woman were nowhere to be found. Panicked, Rani frantically called Arjun's phone again and again, but he didn't answer. Defeated and terrified, she waited. Hours later, the doorbell rang. It was Arjun. Rani threw the door open in relief, but what she saw made her blood run cold. Arjun was standing there, but his eyes were vacant. He was completely under the witch's control. Rani didn't know how to save him. She reached for her phone to call the police, but before she could dial, a blood-curdling scream echoed from the bedroom. Rani rushed into a scene from a nightmare. The woman was there, but now in her true, horrifying form. Her body was half-burnt, her face a grotesque mask of fury, and she was laughing maniacally. Arjun was screaming in agony. Before Rani's horrified eyes, the witch used her menti-adorned hands, now glowing with a sinister power, and killed him. And just as quickly as she had appeared, she vanished into thin air, leaving Rani alone with her grief. Suhagan the witch had now collected the powers of 15 adornments, hunting men like Arjun to fuel her quest. Her dream of immortality was almost complete. She needed just one more sacrifice, the 16th and final adornment. Her next target is Mox, a young man from the royal family of Vagragar. But unlike her other victims, Mox is not alone. He has the love of a woman named Dia, and with it, a powerful, protective locket. This locket might just be the shield that can stand against the witch's immense power. But can Dia's love and a single magical locket truly fight against the combined power of 15 sacred adornments? Will they be able to stop the Suhagan witch from claiming her final prize and achieving ultimate immortality? To find out what happens next, watch Suhagan Chudail every night at 10:30 p.m. on Colors and Geo Cinema. If you enjoyed this dark tale, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Coney Monday, for more thrilling stories. Thanks for watching.